Claps. Hey kittens and cool cats, it's me Keisha and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8 Episode 12 review. So in this week's episode, Destiny visits Martell at his crib. And he tells her that he's helping Sunni and Moses with a house. And she was like, checks over friendships. I got it. He like, Destiny, no, don't be like that. And she like, no, I got it or whatever. She was able to laugh and kiki with him after that. So I guess she wasn't that upset. Which makes me feel like, okay, you got upset with Melody because you said she started being distant from you. But you're not upset with Martell for doing business and trying to find your ex-boo thing a house for him and his new wife that both played you. Okay. So Martell tells her that Moses loves her and want to be with her. Just putting 10 on 20, first of all, gassing this girl up and lying to her. Because where did he say he loved her? Where did he say that he wanted to be with her? Like, just lying for no dang on reason. Destiny says that it's weird that he talked about naming his company after their potential child in front of Sunni. I agree. Just the whole conversation is just null and void at this point, you know. And it was ridiculous for Sunni to be like, well, yeah, we'll just name another company a different name. You know, there's plenty companies for us to name stuff after in the future. Like that whole situation just weird to me. I wouldn't even discuss it. I wouldn't even have nothing to say on the topic. So Destiny, Trisha, and Stormi work out together. And Trisha reveals that she didn't tell her sisters that she was with Ken, nor that she was separated from her husband and wanted a divorce. Which tells you everything that you need to know of people like Trisha. Trisha is sneaky and Trisha is manipulative. She uses that quivering candy voice and acting all meek and shy as a scapegoat for her behavior, for people to feel like, oh, Trisha's just so sweet and mild-mannered and mild-spoken. She's harmless. She wouldn't do anything. Okay. That's what you want to think. All right. So they asked her questions on working it out with Marquez, and she was like, you know, ain't no working it out and all of this type of stuff and because they are confused on, do you want to be with him or do you not want to be with him? Because, you know, she just can't ever give you a straight, blunt answer to anything. Everything is going around the mulberry bush. So Stormi tells them that she felt like Martell was gaslighting Trisha into acting like they ain't know each other when he came to her house. I was like, no, he didn't. No, he did not gaslight her into doing anything. What happened was he walked into that house and acted like he didn't know who she was, and that bruised her ego, considering that they used to have dealings with each other, and that threw her off guard. I think that she was going to come into this season not even mentioning the fact that her and Martell used to have dealings. And I think that she thought that he wasn't going to acknowledge it either. But what threw her off was him acting like he didn't know her, period. That's what got her. And that's what triggered her to be like, I can't believe he was acting like he don't know me. And that's where she fucked up. Because she should have kept it cute. When he act like he ain't know her, I would act like I ain't know him neither. I would have been like, nice to meet you too. Because she told on herself right then and there. She told on herself. She don't even know how to cheat right. And I got more to say on that in a second. But Trisha responds and says, yeah, because I was like, am I not supposed to know you? So Destiny's like, were y'all sneaky links or something? And she was like, no, absolutely not. No. So Stormi was like, well, he told me that you been to his house. And Trisha was like, huh? No, that didn't happen. I never went to his house. What are you talking about? No, I didn't make it to his house. And so they was like, what you mean you didn't make it to his house? And she was like, I don't know what he's talking about. I ain't never do that. And they was like, well, how long ago was this? And she says this was 4 years ago. Lies, falsehoods, and fallacies. That girl is lying. This wasn't no 4 years ago. No. And then she says that nothing happened between them, that they just talked. So if nothing happened between y'all just talked, you never went over to his house, and that this was 4 years ago, then why on earth did you keep this whole thing a secret? It's not adding up because you lying. I see you, Trisha. I see you. Trisha getting very defensive and getting smart with them. The more they ask her questions, she talking all over the place because she don't know how to lie right on cue, first of all. And she says that if she did Martell, she just said because it was before Ken, which is another lie because you didn't even want to admit the fact that y'all talked to each other, quote unquote, 4 years ago. Girl, bye. At the end of the episode, Trisha talks to Ken about linking up with Marquez and him being upset about the Father's Day situation and him saying that they are going to get a divorce and all of that stuff. So he's happy to hear what she's telling him, but he also agrees that he would have been upset too if he was Marquez with the Father's Day situation. And I thought that was very big of him to acknowledge that, that hurt his feelings. But at the same token, he was like, that wouldn't have happened if he would have stepped up and been doing what he was supposed to do. So Trisha then admits to Ken that she went to Martell's house. And he looking at her like, you gonna tell me this, and then you gonna tell it to me on camera? He was hot. But he was trying to keep it cute because they was being filmed. So he was like, how you ain't remember that you went to this man's house? Like, how is this your first time just telling me this? She was like, because I couldn't remember at first. How you don't remember whether you went to a house or not? Tell us, I couldn't remember if we went to the gym or if we went to his house. I couldn't remember if we made it to his house or not. And he was like, what you mean? You ain't know if you made it to his house or not. She talked because we were supposed to exercise. We were supposed to work out. But I think that we just ended up going to his house. And then we ended up getting into it because we was talking about our divorces and stuff. And I was giving him advice on Melody. And he was like, I ain't bring you here to talk about Mel and this, that, and the third. Of course he ain't bring you there to talk about Mel. He called you there. So Ken was like, it pisses me off when I feel like a person playing in my face. What actually happened in that moment? And she was like, it wasn't nothing serious. It wasn't nothing like that at all. Looking dumb in the face. And then in her confessional, she says, me not being honest about the situation from the beginning definitely gave Martell fuel to make people think something happened when it didn't. It didn't give him fuel to make nobody think nothing. You played yourself and you told on yourself. I know when I see a because I used to be a. The reason why you didn't say nothing about the fact that you and Martell had dealings with each other is because shit didn't happen 4 years ago. It happened within the 2 years you was with Ken. That's why you been lying about this whole goddamn time. It doesn't add up or make sense if it was 4 years ago. If it was 4 years ago, right after you left Marquez, y'all just talked, you went over to his house, y'all didn't smash, then this would have been something that you brought up before y'all signed the contract to be on the show. Hey, I just want to let you know that me and him had dealings for a little minute. It was nothing. We just linked up, chopped it up. It didn't go nowhere, blase. I need you to know this before we get on camera with these people. I don't want you to think I'm on no slick. The fact that you didn't do that shows that you're lying, girl. You're lying. This happened within the 2 years you was with Ken. This didn't happen 4 years ago. And that goes back to when Martell and it was at the bowling alley and Martell said to Ken, so has she said anything to you about me? Martell trying to fish to see what the you done told this man, because he trying to actually save you by not speaking on it too much. Do I think? Yes. Yes, because if you lie about not remembering going over to his house, and if you lie about not even telling me that you had dealings with him, then of course you're going to lie about the fact that and then Martell said you came over to his house a few times, not just one time. Girl, that whole lying. That whole lying. That was lying. She is a sneaky little devil, okay? And Ken's so blinded by love and her innocent act that he believed her dumb ass. Or at least he played like he believed her for the cameras, because he didn't get to telling her how it was wrong that she lied to him. And she just sitting there looking like, I can't believe this. I literally got away with this shit. And so he was like, stop being so secretive. That was it, right? And she was like, yep, that was it. Just as dry as day, lying her ass off, because that ain't it. More's gonna come out. She's a liar. She for the streets. She is for the streets. And that lady is not as innocent as she likes to portray herself as being. She was on some. She liked Martell. Martell tried to holler at her. And she was on some sneak and with him on the low. You cheated on Ken with Martell. End of story. Ain't nothing else to say about it. Overall, I'm gonna give this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm gonna give it a B-. We won't get any more episodes until after the Olympics. It returns, I believe, August 16th, and then Carlos revealed that there's 3 more episodes in part A of this season, and then it'll be back later on in the fall for part B, and we'll get 15 more episodes. Jesus Christ almighty. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about Trisha. Y'all believe her, or do y'all think that she lying? Let's talk about it down below in the comment section, you guys. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.